Good evening from Bobblehead Homestead. I am Jeff. Today is Tuesday. It's about 6 o'clock. It was hot today, although it's supposed to be over 100 degrees this weekend. Anyway, some projects going on this evening because I'm taking a little road trip tomorrow. I'm headed to, well, it's north of Little Rock, so it's going to be about 2.5 hours one way tomorrow, doing a little road trip. So let's see how I'm getting prepared. First thing I'm doing is cleaning out a pet carrier. Dun dun dun! Next, I've got to distract the hens so I can move this fencing. And Betty White is the first one to hit the roost. Every night she's up there at like 6 o'clock, doesn't matter. I guess early to rise, early to bed, early to rise, and she gets the worm, yeah, whatever. Betty, look what I got. Look what I got, Betty. No? Next up, I'm putting some eggs in there. Betty. Early to bed, Betty. What's going on in there, Punky? What in the world is going on? I'm coming in, Betty. I know, you don't like that. Chaos in the chicken coop. It's chaos in there. Yeah, and you guys you have no clue what's going on right now. I don't even think I do. Good spot to roost, huh? Now you know I put those eggs in. Yeah, baby, I know. And I gotta switch hands here. Yeah, you're cool. You're cool. You're cool. So here's the deal. That was number 2. She went broody, I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago in that little pile that you saw. And so if she's going to sit on eggs, I want to get her somewhere safe, because number 3 has been missing for 2 days now, and number 1 has been missing for 2 weeks. I've given up on number 1. I think she went broody, laid on a nest somewhere on the ground, and something got her. And I'm afraid that number 3 may have suffered the same fate. I don't know. But the first day that number 2 went broody, that meant that number 3 was just wandering around here by herself. And so I think maybe she heard one of the neighbors' roosters crowing and headed off to... I kind of wish that's what it is. But, and I don't know, is being broody contagious among hens? Number 1 went broody, then number 2, and then number 3 was tired of hanging out by herself, so she figured I might as well sit on some eggs too. I don't know. All I know is I have number 2. Number 1 is gone. Number 3, I don't know. And this is, man, this is hard. I know. Well, when I first got here, I should have built a coop and captured all these hens and kept them safe, and you know, that was an option. Maybe I should have done that. You know, hindsight is always 20/20. But these hens had been free for years, since they had gotten into this property. They had never roosted inside of a coop at night. They had always roosted in the trees. So I was torn on what to do with them. And by default, I just decided to, well, I'll just let things stay where they are. And so I didn't try to tame them or anything. You know, it's like Beavis. You can't just take a wild cat and lock it up in a room and expect it to, you know, be happy and be a happy cat. There's gonna, Fifi, Bob, either one of those, they could just not come back. That's how it is in the world. There are no sure things. There are no 100% guarantees that things are going to be safe and secure. We may want safety and security, but sometimes what we do to be safe and secure backfires. So I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to number 4. I'm sorry to number 1 and to number 3. Hopefully she's still out there. So I'm going to do what I can with number 2. And that was, I had her right where I wanted her. So, and I drug out that old crate, that metal thing I did not want to use. It's, in fact, I should go in there to make sure she hasn't ripped it apart yet. But yeah, so that's why I put that metal wire cage thing in the coop, was for number 2. Now as for why I cleaned out the carrier, you're gonna have to wait for one of my future videos to find out that. Alright, good night everybody. I gotta go give number 2 some food and water. Take care, and take her easy. Probably hard to see in here, but oh yeah. I was hoping by putting the eggs in there that she'd just sit down and be calm and you know, go back to being broody. And maybe she still will, but right now she's trying to get out. So, yeah, Betty doesn't know what to make. Number 2, don't hurt yourself, please. Alright, I'll keep you updated, but one of her wing feathers is clipped, so I don't know how long I'll keep her in here. As short of a time as possible, especially if she's acting like this the whole time. Sit on those eggs, number 2. Just sit on the eggs. You'll be cool. Right, Betty? See, Betty's a cool hen. She's not gonna hurt you. No, you're not, Betty. Now, Mary Tyler Moore and Punky, on the other hand, but okay. These 4 are acting like they're afraid to go in the coop. I'm sorry, ladies. Yeah, I was making a bracket, and now there's some strange hen in there. Although you've seen her around the neighborhood. You've seen her walking up and down the street. She's a lot smaller than you, nothing to worry about. And your leader, Betty White, she's up on the roof, so, you know, everything's cool. You don't have to worry. Yeah, Punky. Although when I let her out of there, you guys better be nice. That's all I gotta say is you better be nice. Now, I gotta finish up cleaning the pet carrier. How about I start doing a daily daylily check-in? Say that 3 times fast. Daily daylily. Daily daylily. Anyway, about a dozen of them bloomed today. Yesterday there were, I think, 7 or 8. But yeah. And these, well, I guess they're called daylilies because the blooms only last a day. Can't use these as cut flowers. They would not make it. But these are just gorgeous. Orange with red streaks and the yellow center, and yeah, just very cool. And more of them on the way. And then we have, will it focus? There we go. Magazine Mountain. Not quite at sunset. Bob, you checking out the daylilies with me? That's cool, Bob. Fifi's trying to pounce on something. What you got, Fifers? Oh, it's just a little lizard. Fifi, leave the lizard alone. Go, go, go. Run away, run away. And I've got one daylily out here that's blooming. That's the first one that's bloomed in this patch. Cool. Oh yeah, and there's where I put all those, that wildflower seed mix. Yeah, this patch is going good. I would definitely say the carpet beats the flame weeder.